Hello, we are EY Team 6, and we are here to discuss something other than our case study with Ernst & Young. We are Teddy Compa, Seth Brenneman, Eric Sedera, Nicole Butriago, and Martin Whitmore. In the course of IST 302, we have examined and studied all of the many aspects of project management. Today, we are going to discuss one of the most important factors that can be accounted for when creating a project. That is time management. Time management, defined by the class textbook titled Information Technology Project Management, written by Kathy Schwab, clearly defines what time management is and how important it is. She says, project management, simply defined, involves the process required to ensure timely completion of the project. Simply put, without project time management, it would be impossible to effectively plan and implement a project. Without the proper planning of time, a project might take too long, cost too much, or simply not work. According to our class textbook, pages 223 through 224 explain the 7 main processes involved in effective time management. They are planning schedule management, defining activities, sequencing activities, estimating activity resources, estimating activity duration, developing the schedule, and finally controlling the schedule. All of these are essential to the success of any good, coherent project. We will start by discussing planning schedule management. Planning schedule management is basically planning how the schedule will be managed and updated during the life cycle of the project. The planning schedule management usually pulls from the most basic documents such as the project charter. This is because the charter has the basic data such as start and end date and how long the team expects it to take to complete the project. Generally, the planning schedule has the following information: project schedule model development, level of accuracy in units of measure, control thresholds, rules of performance, reporting formats, process descriptions. After we achieve this, we can start to work on defining activities. According to our book, defining activities involves identifying the specific actions that will produce the deliverables in enough detail to determine resource and schedule estimates. This means that we must define any and all of the activities that we do in a project, so that we may get the proper amount of resources and time. To do this, we use the activity list, activity attributes, and milestones. Activity lists are tabulations of all activities to be used in a project. The attributes show all of the related data about each activity and show why it is schedule related. The milestones are identifiers of a particular set of activities, so that a team may benchmark a portion of the project. Next, we must worry about the sequencing activities. This is the section of a project that deals with determining the dependencies of activities in the project. A mandatory dependency is work that must be done to further the project. Discretionary means that a team schedules based on activities that might limit future tasks. External dependencies are things that we must plan around that don't involve the project directly. To manage these, there are diagrams and charts created. The arrow-on-arrow diagram is a network diagram that is among the most usable diagrams to manage dependencies. In an arrow-on-arrow diagram, the arrows point sequentially according to which activities must be completed first in order for the project to succeed. Estimating activity resources is simply estimating the quantity and type of resources that are needed to effectively complete the project. The nature, scope, and planning of a project will determine the type and quality and quantity of all resources. Project management software tools and expert advice are used to calculate what you will need and how much. To effectively analyze the amount of resources, it is efficient to hire people who have worked on similar projects. A resource breakdown structure is, according to Kathy Schwab, a hierarchical structure that identifies a project's resources by category and type. Estimating activity durations can be completed after the resource estimates are completed. This involves estimating time spent working on an activity plus the overall time elapsed. You must measure effort as well, which is the work hours needed to complete a specific task. Kathy Schwab describes the 3-point estimate, which takes an optimistic estimate, the most likely one, and a pessimistic one. This allows the team to prepare for all situations. Developing the schedule is taking all of the previous information and forming it into a well-thought-out plan. It is necessary to implement a Gantt chart, perform critical path analysis, critical chain scheduling, and PERT analysis. Gantt charts are needed for displaying a standard project schedule, and they show start and finish dates per activity. Critical path analysis is used to predict total project duration. Critical path scheduling is implementing buffers and protectors to keep the schedule on track during the project. The PERT analysis can be used to estimate the duration. Finally, to have a successful project time management, a team must keep track of the project schedule and control all of its aspects. It is essential to the overall success of the project, as you must be able to update and control the aspects of the schedule as the project itself changes. In the controlling phase, there are a series of tools and techniques to perform this, such as performance reviews, schedule change control systems, adjusting leads and lags, schedule compression, and there are others. Thank you for listening. Hopefully, we have helped you to better understand the need for effective project time management.